Well, good evening once again. Well, you've caught me at a bit of a... I'm relaxing on my day off today. It's a rather nice weekend. My smoking jacket and all, you know how it goes. Well, anyway, I happen to... Good old long-standing friend of mine from the back country decided to, pay me a surprise visit. Her name is Korvo the Magnificent. Is taking time off from her sojourns in Eastern Africa to come and talk with me about her adventures. So tell me, Korvo, how have you been doing lately?
Well, I've just come back from a rather arduous journey over hill and dale. Peril was present. It was very perilous. In fact, I was barreled past by an out-of-control wildebeest, rushing down the incline,
My goodness.
narrowly missing my trusty pickup truck.
Well, it's good to see that you're all right. But I knew you would come through. You have a way of doing that. What with the fire ants catastrophe back in '63 and the
That was hairy.
yes.
They were swarming.
Yes, I'm glad I wasn't there, let me tell you. I was sitting in my smoking jacket, having a cup of tea,
Smoking a pipe.
and she was in some fire ants, and not to mention the, oh, what was that? Oh, you did have an awful run-in with a wild grizzly bear, did you not, back in '43, back in the, shortly after the Great Depression?
The grizzly.
Yes.
Well, you see, I had two things in my favor. One, preparation. And two, artillery. When you have these two items, they're really no match for our technology.
Yes. Yes, I always take my elephant gun when I go out for hiking in the woods. I find it gives me some comfort.
Well, it keeps the riffraff away.
Yes.
Indeed. Well, actually what I've been doing, really, I've been sojourning about in the mountains, and I've been bringing along this little creature. The creature.
Really?
Yes, my mother.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wouldn't have thought a character like you would have a mother.
Well, rather apocryphal, I agree, but nevertheless, one must have an origin of some sort, and I have the matriarch.
Yes.
The matriarch, well, she's always on a mission, no matter what. I suppose that's why I grew up to be the adventurer that I am today. She was the sort of parent that would come home on a Friday and say, "Pack your bag! You have 17 minutes. We're going to the seashore. Go!" Well, of course I would. Yeah.
Excellent. You must have had a very interesting childhood.
It was.
What was your fondest memory?
My fondest memory of childhood. And the day it ended. Oh, how I do go on.
Yes.
No, seriously though. I really liked the day in my childhood when I realized the goodness of the birch tree. Have you ever spent any time with the black birch tree?
I can't say that I have.
Well, interesting fact. Black birches taste very much like root beer, and in fact are brewed into birch beer, which I, in my opinion, is superior to root beer.
Birch beer, yes.
So what you do is you take a small twig, a supple one, full of the lifeblood of the tree, snap it off, peel back the bark. Then you chew on it, and the goodness, it enters.
You know, I recall back in the day, I might have done that once or twice in the old country.
Not to be missed. Not to be missed, indeed. Yes.
The birch tree, yes. I'll have to go find some birch. Does the birch grow around here? I haven't noticed any. But they have like three distinctive leaves, you know, like they have them, like there's a three form, and there's like one star out, and then there's like a one leaf, kind of like lumpy thing.
I think you're thinking about mulberry.
Oh, it could be mulberry.
Birches are compound. I don't know exactly how many leaves are on a typical branch end, but it's several and they're serrated.
Oh, they're serrated. I must be thinking of something else.
Yes, they're serrated.
Indeed. Oh, I'm getting out of the camera. Yes.
Let's lean back in, Mr. Smith.
Yes. We'll get nice and cozy.
Of course. Yes, we're just back from walking by the river.
Yes, we went for a wonderful trip, did we not? Yes.
Indeed.
It's quite delightful.
No
wilderbeasts.
A downtown urban adventure.
Yes.
Walking about on this drizzly, cool, late summer day. In search of breakfast. Sort of came back with lunch, but...
Yes, we went on a quest for breakfast, but the lunch, well, it was a good lunch anyway, you know.
Yes.
I was happy. Bit of a catfish poor boy, so to speak. Some might consider it food of the lower class, but I'm an open-minded gentleman. I was quite pleased. Were you not?
Oh, the gumbo was passable. Honestly, not as good as our usual haven.
Yes. I'm a firm believer that everything is better in Denver, you know? I mean, yeah, most things anyway. What are you going to do, though? You know?
What are you gonna do? Fuck it.
Yes. We have both moved to opposite ends of the universe.
We have.
Mm.
Yes.
Like satellites orbiting the center.
First we were central, now...
Yes. But...
Yes, so, what I should say is that I plan to have a viewing party. A soiree, if you will. I'd like to extend my invitation to you at my bachelor pad royale.
A soiree?
Yes, a soiree, because I've recently acquired a new piece of artwork. It's come home from the framers. What I'd like to do is invite people over, have some wine, some cocktails, perhaps an hors d'oeuvre or two, and we shall view it.
It sounds delightful.
As of course, this particular piece must be viewed under several different lighting conditions. It begins with a rather stark view of I think it's a spruce. Yes, a spruce tree with the sun overhead, as if midday. And then, as dusk nears, the stars come out, as does the moon. You simply must come down.
Really? Well, I'd be delightful. What time I'll make some time, so come by. Take a look.
I think it'll be at
Well,
7
masterpiece.
p.m. on Saturday following this one.
Oh, by jolly.
A week's time.
1 week's time.
Indeed.
It's a deal.
Fantabulous.
I'll book it into my notebook of my appointment book. Well, I guess we've been chatting a bit long enough. You know, don't want to take too long. So, with that, do you have any final parting words for the audience?
Yes, I do. Gentle viewers, I just wish to leave you with a word of caution. When one ventures into the wilderness, be sure to bring a lot of rope, tie-downs, bungee cords, and alcohol. can never go wrong.
Words of advice from the master.